What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Sticks, and today we are going to be trying to patch up the wiring harness. I know it looks like a mess underneath there, and there's a reason as to why, but I want to get it prepared for when the new ECU arrives. The new ECU is on its way. I just ordered one. Well, I didn't just order it. I really ordered it about a month ago, and it still ain't here. But let me walk you through what exactly went wrong with the car and why the Eclipse has been down for so long and why we're just now fixing it. So yeah, so this is the mess right here. Pretty much what ended up happening was two of these wires that was underneath the wiring harness when the wiring harness was complete actually ended up coming loose and then touching each other. And when I went to go fire the car basically caught on fire. I put the wires back together. As you can see, I twisted them back together. Basically, I didn't like fully put it back together, but when I did put it back together, it ended up sending a short to the ECU, and the ECU fried out. I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening. I won't know for sure until I get the new ECU in the mail. It's supposed to be here like in a couple of days. So what I'm going to do is just solder and heat shrink these wires back together and then completely wrap them back together into one full wiring harness. That way when the ECU does finally get here, all I got to do is just, throw it in, plug it in, and it's supposed to be pre-programmed to my VIN already. If it is pre-programmed to the VIN already, then the car should start. If not, then yeah, so basically I got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is I don't have any solder in the garage, so I can't actually do it today. So I'm gonna just have to cut the video to another day. But the good news is I just got an update on the shipping, and my ECU is gonna be here on Thursday. So 2 days from today, basically, and I'll be able to put it all together and see if the car runs, which I'm pretty sure it will. So yeah, that's what we currently sitting on, man, and yeah. Just like that, today is Thursday. Skipped ahead a couple of days. I went to the store, I got the solder. So today is the day. If you remember, I told you the ECU is supposed to be getting here today. They say it's supposed to be here around 7 o'clock. So hopefully we can go ahead and get all of these wires taken care of before he gets here. That way all I'd have to do is just swap out the ECU and see if the thing will start. So that's what we finna start doing, is just working on reconnecting the wires, soldering them down, heat shrinking, etc., blah, 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 blah. Let's go. So I currently got everything soldered, and I pretty much got everything plugged back in except the ECU. The ECU is coming out. Everything is heat shrinked, as you can see. I didn't put the other tubing around like the entire wires because if something's wrong or if something's wired wrong, then I want to make it a whole lot easier for me to get to it, as opposed to having, everything already covered up and then I got to recut it open and blah, 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 blah. Basically, I'm talking about this stuff. This is the reason why I don't have that on yet. I'm going to go get some coolant because we're empty. So there's a coolant leak somewhere. Hopefully it's coming from the radiator and nothing serious up here. The new ECU got delivered, right? So what's crazy, right? Remember how I said I wanted to get it done before the ECU got here so I could just throw it in, plug it into play? Literally, as soon as I finished making that video, the guy came and delivered the ECU before I even started working on the damn thing. That's still a good thing though. Earlier is better than later. It could have came tomorrow. But yeah, so new ECU, going to do an unboxing, yada, yada, yada. Look at what I got. Charging the battery up. I want the battery to be on full charge before I even put the other computer in, just to make sure there's no excuses as to why it might not work. And then, yeah, man, hopefully we'll be able to get it started. So, all right, so as I said, the ECU came way early, but again, better early than late. Let me see if I can unbox it and untape it. All right, that's out. I might have to put the camera down for this, I ain't even gonna lie. This is like a weird box. It's not one of those boxes that's like at the top. It's almost like a pastry box, kind of. You know what I'm saying? With the sides that latch in, kind of like the little, I don't know the names of them. The little white and blue donuts. Does it open in the middle? It doesn't even open in the, oh, I think it slides out. Okay. So first things first, it feels like this ECU doesn't have a back to it. And if that is the case, then yeah. Because I know mine does. Unless I could transfer the plating. No, it does have a back. It just doesn't have a back plate. Mine's has an actual back plate. And it smells like paint, like they literally just sprayed it. So I'm guessing I could transfer my back plate, at least. But it looks to be the same. I know these numbers are different. Seems to be the same size. Hopefully the pins and the prongs and everything is the same. It does have weight to it. I'm not gonna lie, it has a good bit of weight to it. So that means it's not cheap. I mean, I paid $300 for it, so it shouldn't be cheap. But this feels spongy. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not an actual back plate. It feels spongy, which is weird. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to put my own back plate on it, which is fine. But yeah, $312. We're gonna see if it worked. We're gonna see. All right, so we got the new ECU in. I done went through all the plug in and place instructions. Basically, it said last thing you need to do, turn the key on to the on position. The check engine light should be on, and then basically just leave it on there for like 5 minutes. I turned the key on, the check engine light was on, but then the check engine light immediately went back off. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but now it just say turn the key back, turn it back forward, and try to start it. So that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna turn it back, turn it forwards, and shit, see if it start. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped it like that. Damn, I probably just fucked it up, huh?
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
And even worse, I just found out that there's actually a wasp nest inside the car. So that's, you know, something that I'm gonna have to deal with. It's behind the fender too. But final instructions are to turn the key back, then turn it back forward, then start the car. So let's see. It's rough. I don't know why it's rough. Hold on. It's rough, but it started. It's really rough. It's really rough. Hang on. Got heavy smoke. Hold on. All right, so first start, you see we had a lot of smoke coming from the downpipes. Really the headers, the downpipe is down there. Not sure what that is, but it started, fam. This is the first time the car started in probably like 2 years. So yeah, we getting somewhere with it. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. Maybe it's just unburnt fuel. It just needs to go through the engine or whatever. So I'm gonna run it again. And yeah, hold on.